outside this building with the curved roof, and right out here has the emblem of the Omaha World Herald Press. Free press, free people, since 1885. And what I want to say about freedom of press is very important. Just as long as you exercise it responsibly, freedom of press is a great thing in getting your voice out. So here we go. What up? This your boy P9, and I'm here in Omaha, Nebraska. I finally made it to Omaha. I've been intending to do a vlog here for the longest, and here I am. I am in the most populous city in the state of Nebraska, located along the Missouri River here in the Midwest. Omaha is the county seat of Douglas County and the 40th most populated city in the nation as of 2024, with almost 500,000. So almost 500,000 people populate this major city in the Midwest of Omaha, Nebraska. So Omaha was incorporated in 1854, but it was founded 3 years earlier along the Missouri River. So it was founded around the same time as its neighboring city across the river, Council Bluffs. Go ahead and cross right here. Right here on the major drag, walking down Dodge Street. And right here is this building called the Steel House. Excuse that noise, people. It's just some construction going on over here. It looks like they're adding on to a performing arts building. So whatever the add-on is, it according to this sign, it's going to be opening, it's planning to be opening on in 2026, excuse me, 2026. As I approach 12th Street, a lot of these cities, you don't really realize how big they are until you actually get to these cities. Omaha is a pretty good size. As far as the downtown is concerned. okay. Gotta go to the city bus right there. Go ahead and cross. Okay, they got some artwork down here. Nurturing minds everywhere. Wow, this is fire. This is fire. Goes the angel up in heaven. Wow, and a lot of this artwork right here, I see a bunch of signatures on it. So it looks like a lot of individuals made their individual contributions to this artwork. Esperanza, Moreno V, Linda Fuentes, Consuelo Chavez. There's a whole bunch of names on here. De Souza, Leon Gutierrez. But this is dope. I like this. And this sits on the side of the Performing Arts building over here on Dodge Street. I just wanted to detour and get that. I wanted to start things off right here on Dodge Street, which is the major corridor downtown. This building right here is the Omaha Times-Herald. So that's a major publication, newspaper publication right here in Omaha. Now this building right here, built in 2004, is the Union Pacific building, which headquarters Union Pacific. So the Union Pacific headquarters is right here in Omaha. It looks like they're constructing another building right next to it. another view of the Union Pacific right here. I'm gonna go over here real quick. And I'm gonna continue down Dodge Street, but I gotta take another detour. That's what I like right here. And these sculptures right here. It just looks like the passage of a lot of individuals who is making their way towards the city of Omaha. But let me go up this way. Pioneer Courage First National Park. So right here you had a young man right here with his rifle walking his dog. Yeah, that's how I was back in the pioneer days, that era. Stagecoach, horses. So again, this is called Pioneer Courage Park. It just showed how the pioneers made their way across the country. And I know it was a treacherous journey. This is way before the automobile, so it would take forever to make a journey across America. But this is what it is. And there goes the Native Americans, of course. So I guess this is when they were trying to come to an agreement with those treaties. So these were actually, this is what the city of Omaha was named after. They were named after the Omaha Native American tribe. And the Ponca people also occupied this land. So there goes another Native American right there, sitting on a horseback with a rifle in his hand. Pioneer Courage. That was a really dope park. It's located on Capitol Avenue. And here goes the buffalo, which was also native to the land. Woodman Life building. So I just walked past the Doubletree Hotel as I make my way back over towards Dodge Street. This skyscraper right here. That may be the tallest building in Omaha. It looks like it may be the tallest building in Omaha. Between these two right here. An apartment building right here. Check that out. That building over there, sitting at the corner of 20th and Dodge Street, is Omaha Central High School. And I'm gonna get closer up on it in just a minute. This historic building is Omaha Central High School. And Omaha Central High School, as far as this current building, was built and designed by John Latenzer in 1900, between 1900 and 1912, and the oldest active high school building in the city of Omaha. But this building actually sits on a site what was called Capitol Hill, and for a decade this site was occupied by a building that was the territorial capital of Nebraska, of the Nebraska territory. So the Nebraska territory, before it became a state, was the capital was Omaha. It was the second territorial capital during that time. And here goes a historical marker right here. Acting Governor Cumming designated Omaha as the first capital of the Nebraska territory by convening the first territorial legislature in Omaha on January 16, 1855. And it met in a small two-story building donated by the Council Bluffs and Nebraska Ferry Company and located on 9th Street between Douglas and Farnham, facing the Missouri River. So the second Capitol building was actually a brick building. And right now, this Central High School building, which occupies that site, is still a functional high school. So students that attend this school go to a extremely old high school that was like on the site of a territorial capital. So that's interesting. This building right here is another apartment building. It's called the High Line. It's a very old building. Looks like it was built in the early 1900s, but again, it is occupied now by an apartment building. So here's another building right here. Let me find out what the name of this is. I believe this is the Joslin Art Museum. Yes, this is the Joslin Art Museum right here. And right now it's currently under renovations, looks like. But this is the Joslin Art Museum. It's in a really nice building. Looks like this side is blocked off with the renovations that's going on. But it's right here on Dodge Street. But I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna come back with some more footage. I'm over here on Douglas Street now, and right here is the Scottish Rite Cathedral building. So it's a Scottish Rite Masonic Center. Now check this out. Apparently there's some black history right here in Omaha. Some brother reading the Protestant Church and the Negro. Okay. Elderly black woman right here. There goes one of those old school cars right there. Sits right outside this Wells Fargo building. Ah, that's fresh right there. It's fresh. Douglas building. This is at the corner of 19th and Farnham. And the police have the road blocked off to traffic on this side. There's also construction going on, or not construction, but road work going on one side. Let me go ahead and cross right here. Check this sculpture out right here. It's called Fire in the Hole. Looks like it's made out of stainless steel. Fire in the Hole by John Barlow Hudson. And it's the Omaha Public Art Commissioner or Commission, May 3rd, 2000. Okay, it's a nice art piece right here. Nice sculpture. see a reflection in that bad boy. And that brings us to the Douglas County Courthouse right over here. Here's a sculpture of the late great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and it quotes, "I've been to the mountaintop." And this particular sculpture was unveiled on April 4th, 2004 by Mayor Mike Fahey and Martin Luther King III, and the sculptor, shout out to the sculptor Littleton Alston, with special thanks to the Lozier Foundation. And again, it's called "I've Been to the Mountaintop," which was the famous words from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Shout out to Littleton Alston, the sculptor. This courthouse was built back in 1912, architected by, again, John Latenzer. And there was a couple of infamous moments that went down here in front of this courthouse, which I will explain just a minute.
You gonna make the video?
Yes, ma'am.
You got a video, rap video?
Nah. YouTube. But right outside this courthouse was the lynching of one Will Brown. And on September 28th, 1919, thousands of white people, aided by local law enforcement, lynched a black man named Will Brown in Omaha, Nebraska. Allegations to crimes against black people during this era were rarely subject to scrutiny and often sparked lethal violence, even if there was no evidence tying the accused to the crime. The sympathetic white press often published false allegations and justified the public violence. So Mr. Brown was accused of, you know, assaulting a woman, a white woman, and this was common back then. Like there were a lot of these cities had allegations of those type of barbaric acts, but you know, there was never any evidence, so they were just that, allegations. And Will Brown, just like many other brothers, were you know, unfortunately killed because of allegations, accusations. And another brother by the name of George Smith, same particular, you know, the same type of allegations. He was unfortunately lynched right here in front of the courthouse. And this was a 20-year-old black man. His name was George Smith. So law enforcement did whatever they could, I guess, you know, to make sure to house and protect these black men when they were thrown in jail. But you know, a lot of the white angry mobs would come and somehow, you know, they would break the black man out and, you know, proceed to doing violent acts. So That's a very unfortunate, dark part of history. But it's right here in the front of the Douglas County Courthouse. Omaha building, and similar to the building I recorded in Kansas City, this building has a sculpture of an eagle perched on top of the roof right there. This is called the Farnham building. And on the ground level, there's a cafe and a couple of other establishments. And one of these buildings, this is the executive suites, but this used to house the First National Bank. And so that was the original purpose of this building right here at the corner of Farnham and 16th Street. Check this out. This is the Orpheum Theater right here. Getting ready to walk down here. Now I'm over here on getting ready to walk down Harney Street. But this is the Orpheum Theater. Now it's a performing arts venue. And check this out right here. They have a display of all the upcoming events, musicals and plays and all type of things, as you can see right here. I'll check this out. They got the MJ the musical coming to Omaha on June the 10th to the 15th, 2025. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Hopefully one comes to my town. I wouldn't mind checking that out. It's been a while since I took in a really nice musical. But yeah, it's a couple of other like plays as well. Broadway, Tony, musical, Hades Town. All right, check this out. Check this sister out right here. I wonder who that is. If anybody in the comment section can tell me who she is, I'd gladly appreciate that. Very attractive lady. But here's the front of the Orpheum Theater right here. They also have another historic hotel. It's called Hotel Deco. This building right here. So far I'm really enjoying Omaha. It's really cool city. First time visiting here. First time coming to the state of Nebraska altogether. And so I'm gonna go check out Lincoln after I leave Omaha. Goes a city bus called the Metro. Doing construction on this building right here. And this right here is this building that they're working on building. It's going to be the future home of the Mutual of Omaha. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mutual of Omaha. I'm not really too familiar with them. I've heard of them. I guess they're a mutual funds company, but they're headquartered right here in Omaha, and they're building a looks like I don't know if the headquarters are going to be here or if it's just going to be a Mutual of Omaha branch building, but here it is right here. You saw it here first at P9 Travel Vlogs, coming 2026. They building it right over here, right by the steakhouse. Sullivan Steakhouse. So the bankers can come spend some of that money over at the steakhouse. Y'all check this out. This is Nebraska, man. I forgot in Nebraska they operate tractors on the roads. That's crazy, dude. They got a tractor. I think I saw a video about that. I forgot whose video I saw on YouTube. See, but check this out. Yo, there you go, the tractor getting ready to get on the highway. Yep, definitely a different culture here. But right now I'm walking down Cash Street. And I'm over here in the Omaha Baseball Village. I'm gonna check out a couple of venues over here. They have a Hilton Hotel over here. Hilton Home of Omaha. Some nice sculptures right outside the Hilton, right over here. Nice. Now I'm right over here outside of the Chi Health Center of Omaha, which is an arena and convention center. Right outside of this building, there's a couple of nice sculptures. So let's take a look, shall we? So again, this is a convention center that was built in 2003. But check these sculptures out. And I guess this highlights the jazz history of Omaha. You got one brother right here playing the saxophone. And I think what we have here, I think this is a mime right here. It's a mime. And there's some stainless steel balls right here. And we also have what looks like a clock. So it's basically interpretive art right here, what it looks like. It's called Illumina by Matthew Plazek. As you can see right here, Matthew Plazek. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but it was constructed in 2007. Let me go to the other side. Looks like you got another brother over here blowing into a trumpet. I don't know if you can see it. This is also fire right here. You have this individual standing on some stilts. So freaking cool. And again, this artwork is right outside the convention center, the Chi Health Center. So of course, being that it's a convention center, it hosts a slew of events such as conventions, and it was constructed in 2003 again. Architectural firm DLR Group, structural engineer Thornton Tomasetti Group. And here's another sculpture right here. It's like a lady with this thing around her eyes, holding out a ball with her dog right by her side. So that's good, you know, for all the guests that come in to this convention center, all the vendors that come into this convention center, they can get intrigued by this art as they're coming in. So this is dope. I like this. Chi Health Center, Omaha. I forgot to mention that the Creighton Blue Jays men's basketball team also plays in that Chi Health Center arena. So my apologies for the unintentional omission of that information, but I'm over here just north of downtown Omaha, over here by the Charles Schwab Field. So it's a ballpark. It was originally called the TD Ameritrade Park of Omaha when it was opened in 2011. But ever since 2022, it's been named the Charles Schwab Field. Now, for all my sports fans out there, Omaha hosts the Little League World Series of baseball. So during that time, when the Little League World Series takes place, you could imagine Omaha gets a ton of visitors. I mean, they get tons of visitors either way, but I mean, the Little League World Series is a huge deal here in Omaha. And see, we're just sitting north. Again, we're sitting north of downtown, so you can see those buildings right there on the skyline. But here we are right here in front of the Charles Schwab Field. And right here, it just lists a bunch of the winners of the College World Series on these plaques. You have Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and LSU recently win the College World Series. In 2020, the event was canceled due to the C-19. But you have here you have the 2010s, UGA, South Carolina, Arizona, UCLA, Vanderbilt, Virginia, Coastal Carolina, Florida University, Oregon State, and Vanderbilt. And in the 2000s, you had LSU, the University of Miami, Florida, University of Texas, Rice University, Cal State Fullerton, University of Texas again in 05, Oregon State back-to-back 06, 07, Fresno State in 08, and LSU in 09. So this is basically gives you, and here's a plaque right here commemorating the 50th years of the College World Series in 1999. So you have in each of the decades ever since the College World Series was established, you have all of the accomplishments listed in different decades. All the champions. You had the 80s right here. You had the 70s right here. And in the 70s era, USC won 5 straight World Series titles. USC was also pretty dominant in the 60s. So, correction again. It's actually the College World Series that takes place here. I said the Little League. I don't know why. Maybe because they had the Little League World Series just recently. I saw it and I got it mixed up. But no, it's actually the College World Series that's hosted here at Charles Schwab Field. So again, for the error, I apologize for the error. But it sits right across from this black beer and table. Again, here's the field right here, Charles Schwab Field, home of the NCAA Men's College World Series. So there's a couple of bars over here, as you would imagine, being so close to a ballpark. Y'all see that mural right there on the side of that building? It's also real nice. They have a railroad right here as well, as you can see. Before I leave this particular part of Omaha, I want to get these banners real quick of all the teams who have won a World Series title in the college baseball realm. You got the Wolfpack of the NC State, Tennessee Volunteers, Texas A&M Aggies, and the Virginia Cavaliers, ones I just passed. And of course you got that UNC Tar Heels baby blue, and you got that royal blue and white Kentucky Wildcat, Florida State Seminoles, and the Florida State Gators. So those are banners of the schools who have represented and won titles in the College World Series of baseball. So again, this is Charles Schwab Field. And I just wanted to get this sculpture real quick of the road to Omaha. It just shows a coach and his players. A bunch of players just celebrating victory, winning the World Series title. So the name of this sculpture again is the Road to Omaha. It was presented by the College World Series of Omaha to the city of Omaha June 7th, 1999, in celebration of 50 years of NCAA Division I baseball championship games in Omaha. And John Lodgeba was the sculptor. And this was moved from its original location at Omaha's Johnny Rosenblatt Stadium and rededicated at TD Ameritrade Park, Omaha, which is now Charles Schwab Field, to continue the great traditions of the College World Series. And that was in June 15th of 2011. Charles Schwab Field, Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah. I couldn't visit Omaha without visiting the Leahy Mall. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing the guy's last name wrong, but or correct, but the name of this park is Leahy Mall, and it was named after Omaha Mayor Eugene Leahy, who was the mayor of Omaha between 1969 and 1973. And it's a really nice park right here, not far from the riverfront. Now, the idea of this particular park was conceived in the 1970s, but it wasn't until 2005 when a major redevelopment process took place around the park. And as you can see, here's evidence of all the redevelopment that has been done. Outside of the fact that it's downtown around all of these buildings, the park has had a lot of redevelopment over the years. In 2005 is when the redevelopment process got up off the ground, and it wasn't until 2022 when the redevelopment of the mall was completed. So the redevelopment took about 17 years. As you can see, they have a playground right over here, and they also have a sculpture garden right here in the midst of the Leahy Mall. So it's really cool. Really nice sculptures and nice designs and everything like that. I'm gonna go over to the sculpture garden, check out what they have over there. Also nice, like this structure right here. It looks like a amphitheater set up. So there's plenty of tables and chairs around here. And there's of course, there's a grass area. So it's a really cool place to just sit down and relax. Check this out, they also have hammocks over there. So if you want to lay down and just relax, they have hammocks. This is nice right here, this sculpture. And check this out right over here. It's another sculpture. It's called Love Exists. It's by John Clement. It's in yellow paint, made out of steel. And they also have some seats right here, and they have this fire pit. So when it gets real cold, which it definitely does get here in Omaha, this is the Midwest. And this is a stainless steel sculpture. It's called Aeolus. It's by Bruce Beasley. It was sculpted in 2019, so just 5 years ago. Another nice sculpture right there. This piece is called the Heritage Patrons. This right here is also a nice sculpture, nice colorful sculpture. I don't see any info about that, but it's really dope. It looks like a clam or a shell or something like that, decked in all type of different colors that represents the fall. At least that's what I got out of it. And this is the arch that sits outside of Gene Leahy Mall. And you're gonna see the product, the final product of 17 years of redevelopment in this particular park right here. Here's a stone with just a bunch of names on it for those who help make this riverfront vision a reality. So it's a multitude of foundations and also the city of Omaha Mayor Gene Stothert. So these are all the players who helped make this redevelopment of this beautiful park a reality. So shouts out to all of them. This is why we have a nice place to come chill when we come to the city. Now this part of the park is called the Cascades. And you can see why, because all of the waterfalls that are right here, and it's dripping off this this stone right here. I think it's granite or marble, one of the two. We got the wooden benches right here. And if you look right here, they have like a pond, and you have the overpass bridge right here. Not quite sure what this building is. It looked like it might be an art gallery building, but I'm not really sure. But it has a nice view of this park, whatever it is. Yeah. This is really nice, y'all. And look at this tall grass right over here that sits by this pond. And this is actually an apartment building right here called Greenhouse Apartments. So you not only do you have a nice view of all the city buildings, but you have a nice view of this pond and this beautiful park right outside your window. And this is also a nice sculpture right here. It's a yellow bronze sculpture. It looks like a face of an individual with multiple colors surrounding it. But it is simply called Dream by June Kaneko, and it was sculpted in 2022. Shout out to June Kaneko. It's a really nice sculpture right here. That actually will be a good thumbnail. They also have a dog park over here. This right here is called the Heartland of America Park. So I believe we're getting closer to the actual riverfront. So it's also a skate park over here, it looks like, right around here. Like that, check that out over there. That waterfall. It's right over here on the lake. I mean, it's almost like these cities that sit alongside a riverfront, it's like, it's almost like it's a race to outdo each other. You know, like I've vlogged in many riverfront cities, you know, Memphis, Little Rock, and where else, Cincinnati, Nashville, so on and so forth, like, and Owensboro, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? I've been vlogged in all these cities, and every time I go to each one of these cities, it's almost like I have to try to decide which one has the best riverfront as far as the overall development. And so far, Omaha, I think Omaha takes the cake thus far. I think it surpassed Memphis by a hair. By a very slim margin. Look at that view too. Look at the view of the downtown skyline from here. Yep, this park sits right alongside the Missouri River, on the west bank of the Missouri River. Remember, on the opposite end of the Missouri River from Omaha is Council Bluffs. So this is an interesting design right here. Looks like it was just recently added to the Leahy Riverfront Park. I like the design of it. And it also has some wooden benches right here. Okay, just wanted to make sure it was safe for pedestrians. I can even see the Welcome to Iowa sign from here. Oh, and also across the river in Council Bluffs is a Harris Hotel and Casino. You can see it from this view right here. And this is a really good view of the Missouri River. And I'm sure those who live on the Council Bluff side of the river, the Iowa side, would say they have a nice view of the skyline of Omaha. And here's another view of the skyline of Omaha right here. So and I want to take this time real quick to put on here the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Call or text 988. Don't give up on life, people. There's always help out there. But that concludes the Omaha riverfront portion of this video. I really enjoyed it. So on to the next. I'm over here in the Old Market District in downtown Omaha. And this is where historically were a bunch of old marketplaces, you know, sold their goods, primarily groceries. So a lot of these buildings here were wholesale grocers back in the pioneer era. As you can see right here, one of these buildings, this is called the Overland establishment, but right outside the establishment they have the old wagons that they used back during this time, you know. So that is the historical aspect of it, but a lot of these buildings now are used for art galleries, restaurants, and bars, like this one right here called the Bouillon. let's get a look at these prices. Not too bad, I guess. Still for the rich folk though. Check this out right here. You got the little Visit Omaha ball right here, and it sitting over in this flower bed. All right. It looks like an old warehouse right here as well that sold furniture. Either they sold it, and they also sold stoves and rugs in this building right here. But right here at the ground level of this building is a restaurant, Spaghetti Works. And let me just walk over in this side. Let me go the other way. Omaha Farmers Market, May 4th through October the 12th on Saturdays. So they do host a farmers market over here at the old market. They also have some old market lofts. So they have some lofts right here. They got a brewing company right over here. Let me go ahead and cross over there. Harris Waltz. They have a Harris Waltz sticker. I'm not by any chance not trying to promote no presidential campaign literature on my channel, but I just happen to observe it. Oh, had a Kamala Harris Tim Waltz ticket in front of that bookstore. They have a lot of cool shops and unique establishments over here in the old market district. And check this one out right here. I guess this is supposed to be like an antique shop. I mean, this is quite a way to draw some customers in. Wow, this is dope. They got the license plates right here from multiple states. Most of them are Nebraska, Iowa plates, but yeah, they got the statues out here. And it's called, I believe it's called Antiques and Mercantile, Omaha's ultimate store. But y'all come check them out. And this looks like a pretty good store. I like the decor on the outside is very unique. Hollywood Candy, Omaha. It might be called Hollywood Candy, I'm not sure. Let me go to the front. I'll give you the exact name of it. They even have the little theater theme out here. Yep, Hollywood Candy. And this was also on approximately this site in 1854. This was the first home in Omaha occupied by Mr. and Mrs. William P. Snowden, and erected at this site at 12th and Jackson corner, crafted of logs by the ferry company. It was the home of William P. Snowden, which he operated as Omaha's first hotel called the St. Nicholas. In the same building, a Methodist clergyman from Canesville, original name for Council Bluffs, preached the first sermon in Omaha. So the first operational hotel in Omaha was called the St. Nicholas, operated by William P. Snowden, who occupied a home around this site. So there you go. Also want to give an honorable mention to the Omaha Zoo and Aquarium, which is located here in Omaha. I heard that zoo is really nice. If you're interested in taking the kids there, it's really good for the children. If you have families. Read a lot of good reviews about it when I was researching Omaha. As you can see right here, it's more of the old market building. A lot of restaurants and grills and bars in this area of downtown. Also, special shout out to Cretan University, which is a local university here in Omaha. I heard they have a really good basketball team. Consistently in the Final Four, or the NCAA tournament rather. that being said, people, that concludes this video right here in Omaha. And if you like the video, please hit that like button. And to all my new viewers, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to keep this channel growing, so hey. But until next time, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and peace. Have a great day.